So this has been a common debate throughout multiple years on who should be in the Mount Rushmore of rap. Most of the common aspects or suspects are Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Drake, Future, Wayne, M, Tyler the Creator, Juice, X, Nas, Biggie, Jay Z, Tupac, Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, Snoop, Nicki, Lil Uzi, among a couple of other rappers that I'm probably missing. But I think that these four rappers should definitely be on the Mount Rushmore rap. So in categories, I would mostly go by music evolution, impact on the rap game or rap community, and kind of like legacy and relevance. Yeah. So first off, we have music evolution, and this spot mostly goes to Tyler the Creator because he went from rapping on dark beats or having like dark vibes, like on albums like Bastard, Goblin, and Wolf, to having like a lighter positivity thing on albums like Flower Boy and Igor, which I absolutely enjoy. Now, I'm not saying that I absolutely hated his older albums. Trust me, I love his older albums. As a matter of fact, I am a massive fan of his older albums. As a matter of fact, I think that's where he was at in my opinion, his prime, his golden age. I mean, don't get me wrong, he is still in his golden age with Flower Boy and Igor, but I just mostly like the old Tyler the Creator. So we mostly went from being like a shock value rapper to being a not shock value rapper. That makes sense. But that is music evolution. That's the spot. Then we have like influence on the rap game. And I would say it would probably go to Lil Wayne, if anything. Because you have to realize, okay, without Lil Wayne, you wouldn't have Nicki Minaj, Drake, Tyga, Lil Uzi Vert, Trippie Redd, or among a couple of other artists that were inspired by Wayne or were, moved by Wayne. And if you didn't have Wayne, you wouldn't have literally almost half, if not all, of the entire rap game. Now, I'm not saying that he is like the sole purpose that the rap game exists, but he is kind of a important piece to the rap game, one would say, because again, as I said, you wouldn't have him if you didn't have him, you wouldn't have absolute classic albums like the Carter series or I'm Not a Human Being or Funeral, or you wouldn't have Young Money. And if you didn't have Young Money, you wouldn't have Drake, Nicki, Tyga, or any other artists that were inspired and loved listening to Wayne growing up and whatnot. So he takes influence in the game. Now, either it was legacy or like relevance. I would say relevancy. I would say Eminem. Now, the reason why I have M in this spot is because he's been in the rap game. Well, technically, he's been in the rap game since like the mid 90s. Well, technically mid 90s with his song Infinite. So technically that would make him in the rap game for like over 30 years, one would say. But again, technically, his career started in 1999. So make that over like 26 plus years in the game. So take that information of what you will. And plus, he's kind of been in the media always and always just, being relevant in rap in general and whatnot. So that's the relevancy spot. And for legacy, I would have to go with Juice World because you have to remember within 2 years of Juice World's career, okay, he's been making songs from All Girls Are the Same to Robbery, Lucid Dreams, Candles, Black and White, End of the Road, and a couple of other songs as well. And he's also collabed with a lot of artists, one of them being his collab album with Future, and has multiple high number selling records. That and he has so many songs that it would that his whole catalog that he would last his whole catalog would probably last for like 10 to 5 years or 5 to 10 years of music that is in his like music vault is what one of his producers, no, I it was it producers or managers, I don't know, it was one of the two, that he has so much music that if they wanted to, they could slowly release the music like one by one, because all he would do is just sit in his crib all day and just freestyle, because that's all he loved to do, because he literally loved to freestyle and nothing more, nothing less. Now, I'm not saying that's all he solely wanted to do, because I'm pretty sure that he wanted to do other stuff, but that's probably the most common stuff that he would love to do and want to do just cuz. Now, and that is solely about it. So that is my entire rap Mount Rushmore, if that makes sense. And that is about it. So yeah.